And Smut, and this is the Corner Booth. It's the online equivalent of your favorite late night eatery at Bar Rush with all of the best friends that you've never met. We talk about everything here except interchannel drama and politics, and that's going to become very important in a moment. Uh, Everything else is pretty much on the table, from poop knives to pop culture. We talk about everything. We talk a lot about potatoes. We do. It's true. Um, but tonight, I will tell you that I am sore. My body hurts. My brain is exhausted. I had half of my steps in before like noon today. Uh, I didn't get a full night's sleep. I caught a couple naps here and there, but I didn't get a full night's sleep. I got up. I went to a gatheration of like-minded people today. Uh, and then I came home. I took another nap. Hello, Pearl. Okay, go Mariners. I don't know anything. That's a Seattle team. I I don't know what they play. I don't it's a sports ball thing. I'm not real up on sports ball, but okay. Go Mariners, I guess. Um I took a little nap. I got up. I modded for a friend of mine who was at a similar gatheration in a state far, far away. And then that person wound up getting an opportunity to go to a different gatheration in another part of his state. And I modded for him then. Hello, shut up, Matt. You know how to handle actual kings in the UK? Yeah. Yeah, I guess you do. Um the gatherations all seemed peaceful, fun. The the things that people were there to discuss were, of course, very serious, but the gatherings themselves were nonviolent. They were peaceful. There was frivolity there, um, perhaps to reinforce the point that uh, that they that they were there to be peaceful. The the people who were in the chats, however, countering these gatherations were not. They were jerks. And well, it's a sticks and stones situation. Like, okay, your jabs are boring, and I've seen them 50 times before, even just today. Um, so get better material, but also, um, you can rant all you want about the tolerant whomever, but if you come out swinging, dropping the R word, then the banhammer is getting swung. If you can have civil discourse and actually have a discussion about things, That's one thing. If you're just showing up to call names, then that's quite another. That's all right. That's all right. Shut up, Matt. Um, and that's really where the problem lay with me today. Um, and part of why I'm so exhausted, because even though I got all my steps in and then some, I was definitely not skipping arm day because I was swinging that band hammer like a freaking champion. And I was booting people out because either they were bots or they were just insulting. Um, there was nothing, they weren't adding anything to the conversation. They weren't participating intelligently. And if you can't participate intelligently, then one has to wonder if maybe you aren't the ones who are being paid. Because I certainly wasn't. I didn't get paid to show up at this gatheration. I didn't get paid to mod for my friend who showed up for 2 different gathers. Um, I'm still broke as shit, y'all. So, but the people that were showing up in the chat at whom I was swinging the band hammer, there were some of them that would start off fairly innocuously, and I would give them time. I'd give them a chance. I'd give them the benefit of the doubt, and they couldn't help themselves because it took, they would say maybe 2 things in the chat, and then all of a sudden, bang, there it is. They are dropping homophobic slurs and talking about mental illness in a derogatory way, or um, dropping the R word. It was ridiculous. I was swinging that band hammer like I was mixing powdered milk, and since I grew up on powdered milk, I know how that shit works. Um, but yeah, so I'm exhausted. My body hurts. I may have to dip into my rapidly diminishing store of painkillers, like serious painkillers, and I'm gonna sleep like a mofo tonight when I'm done with the show. But it's not about left and right. It's not about Democrat versus Republican, especially these days, because a lot of people are realizing that perhaps they've been duped. And there are a lot more people speaking out against the current regime that are registered Republicans. And they're finding out that getting what they thought they voted for isn't really what they wanted. And so there are people of both political parties showing up at these gatherings. There are actual veterans showing up at these gathers. And one person today who was insta-banned said no real veteran would show up to this sort of clown show. I beg to differ. I know a number of real veterans, real, actual, honest to goodness veterans who have shown up to these. And I know at least one who has passed now who was absolutely not about what's going on here. If you want to talk to me about the difference between a monarchy and a dictatorship, that's fine. But perhaps during a live stream, chatting with a mod is not the place. People are playing semantics games, and it's boring, quite frankly. It's not intellectually um, helping anybody, much less being engaging. And if you bring the snark right away, it's also not going to make people want to actually have a discussion. So, yeah, it's been that kind of day, but was it worth it? 100%. Yes, it was. I got to exercise my First Amendment rights, and I got to help another person show how so many others are doing the same thing, even in the far off reaches of the country that you maybe can't see, um, and that you don't think about very often. I did say dictator. I did. Emphasis on the dick. And I am, in fact, biting back a comment because I don't talk about politics on the channel. And this isn't about politics. This is about people. This is about people who don't know how to act. I think some of them might even be edgelords. They might be people just, saying random crap just to say random crap and to see who they can get a rise out of. Okay. Banhammer. Bye. I don't have any time for pizza cutters, and I think y'all know that. If you're going to be all edge and no point, you can go away. So, Xena Marlene to the First Amendment, y'all. Knit Pearls says, my husband is currently not getting paid. He works for the DOD. I just want the politicians to figure it out. Yeah, I would like them to get off their asses and do their jobs. Wouldn't that be nice? And that's all of them. Both sides of the aisle and the independents right down the center. I want them all to figure it out. I want them all to get their shit together and do their jobs because they're getting fucking paid. And they're still going to have their insurance, all of them, their medical insurance, and their premiums aren't going to increase, and all of that bullshit. And the rest of us are left to fend for ourselves. And I think it's nonsense. So I don't care who you vote for. I don't care what side of the political spectrum you're on or what part of the political spectrum you're on, because again, a spectrum means that it's a whole range of things. What I care about is not being a dick. Just don't be a dick. What's the point? Right? If you show up in somebody's chat, you spout off and you get banned immediately, what's the fucking point? Like, why did you even do that? So, yeah, that's where I am tonight. It's probably not going to be a long show. My body is so angry at me right now. And my mom canceled on me for tomorrow, so we're not going to be getting together for chili. She is still trying to get over this whatever it is that she has, some kind of random rhinovirus. Yes, this is not the first shutdown that we've endured, and kindness is free. Sprinkle that shit everywhere. It doesn't cost you a thing. What does it hurt? You don't even have to be kind. You can just honestly shut the hell up. change the channel. Go watch something else. I mean, the internet is vast. So many things you could be watching. So many things that you could be paying attention to. Go there instead. Watch a different show. Change the channel on the television. Manage your own intake, your own media intake. Because if you're just going, libtards, oh, I'm drinking your liberal tears. Come on, bro. Find a new shtick. Do better. Christ. It's just annoying. I mean, honestly, it's just irritating. But then I get to come home and crazy Auntie Cindy's kid made fettuccine alfredo with chicken tonight. And it was delicious. And we watched more of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And I've got this jelly bean splayed out at the foot of my bed right now, who's been following me around the house. And every time I spend time upstairs, he gives me the boo-boo face and says, "Why aren't you downstairs? I need to have you all to myself." So the irritation goes away. It's a temporary, mild pain in my ass. And then it goes away, and that's all the effect that you've had. Congratulations, random troll bots. Hello, Eric Levitt. I don't know if I said hello to you, Yadira, but hello, sweetheart. And thank you for all of your support earlier today. I appreciate you. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm gonna take a painkiller. I'm gonna sleep the sleep of the exhausted and also the kind of righteous, honestly, because I've friggin' earned it. And I rummaged around on the internet. I found out how much it takes to get the bus. Oh, honey, I'm already sore. Knit Pearl. I've been sore since like 11 o'clock this morning. But it's okay, because that too, well, it'll fade somewhat, but that's, my body is my body, and it's angry all the time, and it yells at me. And tonight it's yelling more than normal. But tomorrow I will get up. I will get my shit together. I will take the bus over to Lincoln Park, and we'll go walkies, and we'll do some exploring. I won't be able to go into any of the restaurants and actually sit down and eat, or any of the little, like the ice cream place or whatever, and give you live food reviews. Financially, that's just not in the cards. But I will be able to show you them, and you'll be able to explore an area, a neighborhood of this city with me that is it's up and coming. It's been developing well, and yet isn't gentrified to hell and back, which is pretty cool. It's able to reside cheek by jowl with a lot of the original inhabitants and all of that. They're just taking up the old buildings, the abandoned buildings, the buildings that were just sitting there and rotting and being a piece of urban blight, and doing something useful with them. And I'm not mad about it. So that's what I have planned for tomorrow. Of course, best laid plans and all that, but that's the plan: is painkillers, sleep, and then walkies tomorrow. so I'll still be able to get my steps in. And I'm looking forward to it. I like going walkies with you guys. What is this? Love, peace, pizza, and cat. All of those things sound good. I have cat right here. He's sleeping soundly. There him is. There's the bean. Very sleepy. Sleepy good boy. And although I don't see any pizza in my future, I mean, who knows what's going to happen? Eric Levitt is saying, I have to say the word libtard is a word I hate. Yes. It's like the R word that I hate. It's offensive and derogatory towards people with special needs and disabilities like me with high functioning autism. Yeah, absolutely. And yet it's thrown about like it's nothing. But then again, so is the R word. So, and I saw it a lot today. But one of the joys of having the band hammer is getting to swing it. And I was swinging it with a quickness. Like it was it was I don't think I would have even been able to keep track of how many people I yeeted out of that chat today. Shut Up Matt is asking, are cats really asleep if their head isn't upside down? Oh, this one is. This one is. He knocks out, man. And sometimes I get the curled up in a ball, but sleeping with his little face peeking out under his arm. It's adorable. Ninja style. Damn right you did. I was coming in swift and silent. And yeah, I didn't even have to say anything. It was just like, shpow, gone. Shpow, yeet. Yeah, there was a lot of yeet today. Insta yeet. And as I said, I did give people the benefit of the doubt. Some of them would come in and not be initially offensive, but most of the time it only took one or two messages in the chat before they just started to get display their rampant assholery. So yeah. Bilf, someone got banned? What happened? Who are our enemies? What are their crimes? Being douche rockets in another person's chat. Somebody gave me the power of the wrench, and I was swinging that bitch today. Damn right I was. Speaking of CO Bilf, if you're chilling in here, first of all, welcome. I should have said that well before. Hit the like or the dislike, whichever you choose. Check to see if you're still subscribed, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. And remember to switch your chat from top chat to live chat so you get to see all the messages that come in. Some people are hidden for some random reason, and I don't really know why. Also, hit that notification bell so you find out every single time my random ass decides to go live, because it has been pretty random as of late. But yeah, Bill, a number of people got banned on a different channel because, well, yeah, when you give me the ban hammer on a day like today, I'm going to swing it. Not that I'm a swinger, and not that there's anything wrong with that. Not my jam. But yeah, there was There was a yeet-o-rama going on earlier today with in the chat of our mutual friend in Alaska. So yeah, that's kind of how that goes. Shut Up Matt has reminded me of one of the other things that I need to talk about, which is night meds. Take your night meds. It's a modern pharmacology. Night meds, time for night meds. They can help your physiology. Take them well before you go to sleep. They work while you're busy counting sheep. When you take your night meds, it's a happy, healthy snooze time, a snory snooze time. You'll have a sleepy time. Night meds. Remember to sip first so the things don't stick. I actually need to grab my own night meds. Hearing your voice as it is, I have a deep-seated instinct to make a cup of tea for you. You know what? A couple would go down really nicely right now. As I said, it's been a long day. Long day. And we do have a song from Shut Up Matt. Ooh, lower temperature is expected today. Hopefully I won't need anything more than the hoodie. And there will be apparently notification beeps, and Shut Up Matt has apologized for that in advance. So here is our song from Matt.
Let me take you down, 'cause we're going to the corner booth. Everything is smooth and nothing to get hung about. Corner booth forever. Living is easy with eyes closed. Misunderstanding all you see. It's getting hard to be someone, but it all works out. It doesn't matter much to me. Let me take you down, 'cause we're going to the corner booth. Everything is smooth and nothing to get hung about. Corner booths forever. No one I think is in my tree. I mean, it must be high or low. That is, you can't, tune in, but it's alright. That is, I think it's not too bad. Let me take you down, 'cause we're going to the corner booth. Everything is smooth and nothing to get hung about. Boozies are forever.
Thank you. Shut Up Matt. That was delightful. And dang, you were getting a lot of notifications. You weren't fucking kidding, man. Popular guy. Popular. You know about popular. Bill says, this is what I want to hear right before the machine elves carry me to oblivion. Yeah, well, you also did say that you are super high right now. So how high? High as the giraffe's asshole? How high? How high are you? I mean, we need to know. Seriously. Yes, Jelly Bean? Well, he was paying attention, but now he's turned his head away. What a goof. Central Park, New York has a section called Strawberry Fields, inaugurated after 1980. Yes, yes, it does. I've been there. I have indeed. Jelly bean. I booped your snoot. I booped his snoot, you guys. Because he's just the sweetest little guy. I don't know what I'm going to do without him while I'm gone. And he is going to be upset with me for being gone for so long. Poor thing. Hello, Kimberly. Good to see you. Let's see. I told you to do all the responsible YouTubey things, the likey, the subscribey, the notification bell, the switching your chat to all chat. We have memberships here. Yes, Kimberly, I just did night meds. I just did night meds and I just got done playing Shut Up Matt's song. We have memberships. You can do super chats. We have all the other ways that you can support the channel that doesn't involve YouTube getting a 30% chomp out of it down below in the description box. And there is also ways to contact me and ways to help out other friends of the channel who need a bit of a hand up. So all of that stuff is down there in the description box, and I certainly appreciate it. High enough to read Catcher in the Rye without resorting to violence. Damn. Bilf, okay, that's pretty high. That's pretty freaking high. And good on you. Well done. The hotel last night was choco with attendees of a Kaylee Beer Festival, which was on a steam train. Oh, wow. Were they all dressed as steampunks? Inquiring minds want to know. I told you that Mom is still sick and that she's working on healing up. So she's canceled for tomorrow. And that frees me up to sleep a little bit later and then to try to find my way to Lincoln Park. Yes, Chaka as in Chock-a-Block. Nope, I got it. I got you. Shut up, Matt. I understand things sometimes. So yeah, there's that. It looks like we're not going to be going to Olive Garden after my physical on Tuesday, because she's gonna we're postponing tomorrow's date for chili to Tuesday. So we're not going to Olive Garden. We're just gonna go back to her place and eat chili. And it's probably, I would say, probably down to the fact that she doesn't want to say she can't afford Olive Garden. But we're going to go get chili at her place. She makes good chili. It may not be textbook chili, but it's the chili that she has made since I was a kid, and I love it. So I'm not mad about it. What is your mom sick with? Kimberly, she's had some random rhinovirus. She's getting past it now, but she's still coughing and bringing up mucus and stuff, and she's trying to get rid of it. Bless her. But she's had it for a couple of weeks now. It's fucking exhausting. What is all right? You need to hair. My hair is hairing. Yeah, she's been rocking with this, like, actually since I got back here, now that I think about it. So almost a month. She was saying it was like 2 weeks. But no, it's longer than that. And she's still dealing with the dregs of it, and it sucks. But it's a rhinovirus. It's just, sinuses doing bullshit. Shut up, Mad says, I have a deep seated instinct to translate slang for the speakers of English simplified across the pond. That's fair. That's fair. And I probably shouldn't take it as aimed at me. Because I think I've demonstrated by now that I know at least a little bit of English original and the slang thereof. But yeah, I understand and I appreciate it because there are a lot of people who would have not a fucking clue. But I also understand Chaka from Shar, who uses it with an S on the end, Chakas, I believe. So it's also Australian slang. I'm pretty sure there was something else that I wanted to tell you guys, and now I don't remember what it was. Oh, I remember what it was. I made friends with a skunk tonight. And I found out that skunks also like mini marshmallows. There's a little one that's just not like little, but juvenile. A smaller skunk wandering around here because all of the trash gets picked up on Monday, and so people are putting their trash bins out, and little skunk is out there trying to see if there's any fun snacks to be had. And I walked outside and I saw little skunk and the little fart squirrel. And then I ran back inside and I grabbed the mini marshmallows. And I went out onto the driveway in back and I looked and I just went, oh my gosh, but you're only little. And Skunk looked up at me and ran away. So I threw some marshmallows out onto the baby skunks are called kittens, and they should be because they behave like kittens. And I feel like skunks are just cats with fluffy tails wearing footy pajamas. They're freaking adorable, and I love them so much, and I always have. So I threw some mini marshmallows out into the alleyway, and a few minutes later, this one came back and promptly chomped up all of the mini marshmallows that I had thrown out there. And so I threw some more out there later, and when I came back out, they were gone. So skunks like marshmallows. I don't know if they like them as much as raccoons like them, but they like marshmallows. And now we've all learned something today. Baby skunks are so cute. They're just precious. And I love them. I love baby skunks. Kimberly, how is Silewe? I don't know how to pronounce your snake's name. But how is your Retic doing? Is she better? Is she feeling better? Did you get her to the vet? Is everything going okay? But yeah, skunks are some of my favorite animals, and I've been friends with them since I was young. I have hand fed them, and I've never been sprayed by a skunk. I've never had any kind of issues with skunks, and we have them all over the place here. And I find them to be delightful. Right, Jelly Bean? He is not sure. Jelly Bean is dubious. But yeah, I love the skunks, and Kimberly, I need to know about your snack who wasn't feeling very well previously. I am concerned and have been thinking about her, and I hope she's doing better. Oh, and my leg has been crumpled up underneath me. At today's gatheration, by the way, if anybody wants to know what I was wearing, because silly costumes were encouraged, I did wear the giant unicorn head along with this t-shirt. I know it's backwards, but it says, "And then they came for me." Both seemed fitting individually, and when put together, it worked even better. So a couple people actually stopped and asked me to if it was okay if they took my photo. And I said, absolutely. There's Bean. Hi, buddy. Let me move my phone out of the way. You gonna say hi? You gonna say hi to everybody over here? No? Okay. Off you go then. Tail. He's a good boy. The Jelly Bean. I just sent you an email about her. I talked to the vet. He told me to let her roam around the room. She finally did, then laid around. She put herself to bed in her enclosure. She might be egg bound. Okay. All right. Well, thank you for sharing that with me. Yes, a snake enthusiast is called a herpetologist, and Kimberly is our resident herpetologist. Although I used to have a snake, I used to have a ball python. His name was Steve. I miss Steve. He was very sweet. Very sweet. Never struck at anybody. Even when he got a respiratory infection and we had to give him injections, we'd just stretch him out on the counter. If you're hearing noises, it's because Jelly Bean is actively rubbing up on and chewing on the microphone. Thanks, Jelly. We'd stretch him out on the counter and give him his injections, and he would just go, well, thank you for kisses, Jelly Bean. That was very nice of you. Sweet boy. Hi. Oh, upside down head. Thank you. CO Bilf scapegoated by protest scene after Answer Coalition official condolences mentioned by KCNA. Oh, that's terrible. Scapegoating is the worst. Yeah, Steve used to take bubble baths. And he was very sweet. Very sweet. Never struck at anybody. And now Jelly Bean is chewing on my heel. What are you doing, you goof bag? Cat's yawn. I'm gonna have to trim these bangs. It's only been a month. What the crap? But I have to trim them again because now the tips are hitting on my eyelids. I can't get behind that. So I'm gonna trim them, but that's okay. It's only part of the hair transformations that are going to be going on. And on that note, guys, because I am sore and achy and over it, like pretty much completely for today, yes, it was worth it, 100%. And I'm thrilled to have you all here. And I'm thrilled to have the replay crew. Make sure to hit the like or the dislike, whichever you choose. Leave comments, chat with us, engage with the channel, do the things. Send me emails if you would like. Support the channel in whatever way you choose, but make sure to turn on those notifications and put it on all, because you never know when my random ass is going to go live. And on that note, I need to GTFO. I am exhausted. Yes, it's go be flat time for sure. Shut up, Matt. I think we all need to go be flat. So I will be back tomorrow. Maybe once, maybe twice. Who knows? But I will be back tomorrow. We will chat then. As for right now, yeah, I need painkillers. So, hi Sandy Wandy, you got here just in time to catch me signing off. Crap in a basket. Sorry. Hate it when that happens. Matt's gonna make like a French polisher and varnish. I'm gonna make like a tree and get the puck out of here. What? No. Hi Indigo Twin. You got here just in time for me to sign off too. Jelly, you're gonna fall off this bed, kid. Don't fall off. That would be silly. He's right here. That's the bean with his pretty green eyes and big old fangs. Just wanted to send well wishes. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And yeah, I am sounding a little scratchy. So sleep sweet, rest well, have a fantastic whenever it is, wherever you are. Watch out for deer. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. I am alive and verified. Damn straight I am, Indigo Twin. Thank you so much. I appreciate your checking in on me. Until I see you guys tomorrow, Xena Marlene, everybody. I'm not even going to sing one more for the road because I got nothing right now. I am drained. Until I see you tomorrow, from myself and from Jelly Bean, peace to you.